Why, hello and greetings, everyone. GleeCon back once again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, and I thank you so stinking much for tuning in. This is a show where we try and cover everything in the World of Warcraft universe, and I appreciate you going on the ride with me. That includes all lore in-game and out-of-game, so we play through every quest and look at every single line of dialogue and in-game print material as well. That must be like a double load, sometimes it happens. As well as looking at all of the out-of-the-game stuff, books and different media types of content, both canon and non-canon. So we're in the middle of a classic era long play, doing every completionist little part, and we are probably about halfway through Feralas. I expect we can finish it in 2 episodes. So we're going to take our Rat Pally here, who is looking cooler by the episode, and continue her journeys as an alliance person in Feralas State a while and listen, with Glee Contessa leading the charge. I just dropped an in-game lore episode. This is our penultimate episode before the 2.5 or so week hiatus that I will be on, so try not to miss me too much, homies. There is a book we'll try to find while we're here. I just completed it. We've done a lot of quests right now. The only things I wanted to do still, which is why we are not back in camp yet, is I wanted to go check out the Gnolls and then come back and look at Freedom for All creatures. So those are 2 important things. I finished off Maraudon questing this week, and I had really great experiences with both questing Alliance and Horde. The questing experience is identical. I did a pretty good exploratory, took my time, and it ended up taking me a few hours to do it on my Alliance character, because I was really learning the instance, doing all of the quests. Wrangling a group took a little bit of time. Since I'm a mage, I could just do DPS. But I ended up getting a pretty patient group, and we fought our way through, and everybody had a really good time. Then the second one I did was with the pros. The reason why I do all of this is it changes the experience dramatically. If I do that one time in a thorough, slow way, that allows me, because it's so rare that people play this game in that sense, just taking your time, being thorough, but because optimization and min-maxing and playing the meta of the game is that's the most vocal community, but it is not necessarily, it might even be the most prevalent, but there is a strong minority of people like me who would love to just take the time to learn the game and play it in a fun way. But sometimes you can rely on maybe if you have a strong guild to try to do that. I'm powering up because I believe we have to go into this camp. Something that we need is here. So I'm going to just fight my way into some of these weakling little gnolls. Woodpaws. So I have universally, we're just going for 2 experiences here, but I've received both times. Just, here it is. It's large leather backpacks hanging from this tree. Let's look at that for a second. Packed up on a nearby tree are 2 large leather backpacks. Each bears a small insignia of the Feather Moon stronghold on the front of the pack. Remember, we're trying to find a missing person. Inside the backpacks are 2 items. The first is a parcel of goods that was bound for Thalanar, and the second is a note hastily penned to an unknown reader. The note tells of discovering insidious bug-like creatures south of the Gnoll camps in a place called the Writhing Deep. The author felt the need to investigate it personally, as though it was a serious threat to all of Feralas. The note is signed Rashal of Feathermoon. He's the guy that's missing. It would seem that you have located where Rashal ultimately went. Okay, and we have to keep looking for him there. So we gained an undelivered parcel, but it doesn't have the actual detailed stuff there. But that's where we're going to go. So ultimately, these guys found the backpacks, but that's not where he went. Anyway, so I've universally received positive responses. I got some friend requests just for having someone take a patient, thorough kind of hand-holding and explanatory way of going and doing dungeons. And especially with a large one like Maraudon, it was pretty cool. I had a really good experience. So that's wrapped. I'm going to start Felwood today. I've done most of the prep work I need for going out. The rest of the prep work that I might need is to go, you know, just prep the house and pack and stuff. All right, so we are going to take from our database here. I mentioned sharing things. Well, okay, gotta refresh this. I mentioned sharing things on the Patreon. Actually, I mentioned that on the last episode, and that is true. But what was that quest called? What is going on here? It was called the Woodpaw Gnolls, and we're replacing it with the Writhing Deep. Okay, so Woodpaw Gnolls is now done. Anyway, so it was pleasurable. Not trying to toot my own horn, but it was good. It takes a long time to do it that way, but it is, I guess, worth it. It was to me. I had a good time too, and it was fun. I don't mind leading a group. I don't mind explaining and talking. All right, so there's Mithril down there, which is cool. There's also Thorium, but what we really need is whatever. I don't even know what it is. It is a Zookash pod. Okay, so now these guys are a little stronger than what we just fought, which is why this quest level drops so far down. But our girl can handle it. She is a champion. Just making sure that we don't have any talent points. We do not. And there we go. Okay. So now we're going to continue to fight this Zookash. Another interesting thing is we have been really, since we've entered Southern Kalimdor, the theme of the swarm growing. I mean, really, in the south of the Barrens, you have some incidences of it. You have some in the Shimmering Flats in Thousand Needles. We deal with it in Tanaris. And now we are dealing with it in, now we're dealing, I don't think Deathless we did it with, but now in Feralas we're there too. So basically from here on down, Dustwallow, no. Alright, we need to go this way. As we go into this cave to just find the last dude. I don't remember this being hard. I truly don't remember much about this quest at all. I also don't see any ore in here, so... Tis a bummer. Tis but a flesh wound. I thought that was a real Silithid, but it's just a... ambient... scenery guy. The Fury runs deep. The Stalks run with a K. Cool. With that piercing of the armor. We recently got this new helmet, which I like. It was a nice change of pace. Great. I feel like this Zookash Stinger. Don't see when these armor 50% armor action. That's freaking crazy. That's a strong. Got him. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. And we are making our way into this thing. I'm going to clear the area. Oh, I do see an ore right there. I'm going to go ahead and clear the area because I don't know if something's going to pop out. I also want the thorium, even better. Of the two ores to find, the fact that we walked up on the thorium, making me happy. Oh, these tunnelers just pierced my stinking armor again. Okay. That's a tunneler. I think maybe I'll just... I guess I could clear all three, because I truly don't remember. I don't imagine this is going to lead to a fight, but I guess you never know. Yeah, so I really think with everything that we've done, we can finish this zone There'll be some traveling we have to do today, but I'm pretty sure we can finish it in... Yeah, we're caught up on our fishing. That's good. Okay, let's get this. Maybe we can get 2 points out of 2 pieces? No, just 1. But we are at 291 mining, so that's good. We just need to find 9 more thorium nodes, and we'll probably rank up. Alright, it's shiny, this Zookash pod. Nailed it. Alright, we're getting lots of fragments. Let's go ahead and... I guess we have to chop it open to complete the quest. You have discovered a large pod of an alien nature. The texture of the pod appears mucus, though hardened protrusions stick out from random parts of it. The pod itself has the height and width to easily encompass a humanoid inside of it, and from the faint humanoid shape visible through the skin of the pod, you surmise that this is what it indeed encapsulates. Freed from the Hive. The pod splits open some when you touch it, revealing a night elven male who is surprisingly still alive. Seems to be in good health, though deeply stunned. As you help him down from the pod, he stirs to life. Thank Elune, you saved me, my friend. I'm Rashal, and I woke paralyzed inside this pod after these bugs overwhelmed me. Were you sent by the stronghold? It would seem that you found the missing courier. Cool. Oh man, I thought I was dead for sure. Ugh, still dizzy. I can get back to the stronghold on my own, I think. Now that you bought me some time, I should be able to stealth out of here. Wherever you are, thank you. May Elune bless you, always. That is how every escort quest should go. The Writhing Deep is now done. And Freed from the Hive immediately picked up after, and now we just have to go back to Feather Moon to turn it in. Dang it, I hate it when I do that. And there might be more quests tied because I see some other ones right below it. But all right, now we're going to fight our way out of here, or walk our way out of here. And now go up to the last quest chain that I wanted to work on before heading back to the island to turn in a bunch of stuff and to travel. And that is the Freedom for All, I think it's called. Freedom for All Creatures. Because that is a tricky... There's that loose covered mithril. That one is a tricky quest. I worry about our ability to complete it entirely. Very good. Hit me with the armor. Alright, I'm not going to go for the ooze covered mithril. Mithril can help us a little bit, but... We're now going to go mount up and head to the last mission spot for this loop, which is this. This one's kind of tricky to find. Like, if you did not have Questy, you could easily miss this one. It's an Alliance-only quest, but most of the quests in this little area are Horde. So you'd have to really go exploring. It's kind of adjacent to Dire Maul, so you could also... There's no real incentive to explore that area until you're checking out Dire Maul. So other than just exploring these camps on your own, I could easily see people missing it. Sometimes I wonder, like, if which is just goes to show how ridiculously trivial that my brain is, but I'm like, I just thought, like, it'd be cool if I could go back in time so that I could play WoW and be, like, one of the first contributors to Wowhead that is, like, the person that has discovered all of these things, but with my own current brain, because I would just remember, like, I could remember, I've done these quests so many times, I could remember the quest is here. Alright, so we have these different mobs, right? And we have the sprite darters everywhere. These mobs want to fight them. I don't know exactly what the story is. The sprite darters are... For whatever reason, the Grim Totem hate them. We have this whole camp, but we're going to end up freeing the captured sprite daughters. To get there, we need to... We're going to clear this camp to some extent first. Not quite yet. We're going to go pick up the quest, because you also get someone helping you. So it's kind of like an escort, but then you're also protecting a bunch of these. So it's also very tricky to get up there. There is some path. I can't remember where it's at. But there is a path somewhere. I had a hard time finding it the first time I did it too. And I did way too hard. There it is. This little path. Because it's not marked at all. So you'd have to, like, look how easy that would be to miss. And you'd have to be able to notice that there were two dudes right here, or two girls. Kindle Moonweaver and Jerkai Moonweaver.
The filthy Grim Totem clan are capturing fairy dragons, adventurer. Jerkai and I have no idea what they plan on doing with them, but they're obviously up to no good. We're not powerful enough to fight our way into the camp and free the captured dragons, but perhaps with your help, if you're willing. And you have some strong friends.
See, they suggest
release
allies.
The creatures from their cage with this key, and make sure they escape with their lives. I'll be by your side the entire time. Jerkai will remain here.
Okay, so it says notice right here. This is a timer. We only have 6 minutes before she decides this is a wash. But you know, we could just abandon the quest and start again, so it's not like the end of the world, and the mobs won't respawn that we're going to need, so it's not...
Be careful.
We are now on a 6-minute timer, so I'm jumping down. I'm not going to wait on her or even think about her during this mission, because she's not the problem. She's not what we really need to focus on. It is all these stupid Grim Totem. See, they're coming out here with the whole... Okay, now I'm gonna get this healer, since the healer is clearly a part of the problem here. Come on. Alright, so my mana is getting pretty low here. And we just drew another one. She just aggroed on 2 more. Now we just aggroed a 3rd on. So I'm gonna try and survive. I think she'll be okay. We just have to... Try to hit myself with the heal. Yeah, so she's a little weakened. I think we'd probably fail if she died too. See, it says she'll be by my side, so now I'm gonna drink up a little bit. I mean, I don't need the cured ham steak. Where's that? We got rid of those other little things, but... I mean, I could use a sharpening stone. We could buff up a little bit. I guess I could, sure, I guess I'll use a glossy to help me with that, just to give me a little buff, and then let's go ahead and put one of these stones, just to help increase that too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kill just a pinch more. Death to you, Grim Totem Raider. How dare you come within a bow's shot of me? Alright, so she's just gonna be our ally. The problem is that, you know, you clear the camp to a certain extent, but they're not, Like, these little sprite darters will get caught up. So you're really trying to kill as much as you can. You dare touch me? And we gotta get them before they die, Grim Totem Raider. Ilin will not have you harm her creatures any longer. And the problem is, that when these sprite darters get finished, or whenever we free them, they're gonna break and hit like every corner of the camp. So we have to try our best to free them in all directions. Quickly, Grim Totem Shaman attacks. Ooh, chain lightninged our butt. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna free him now and we're just gonna see what we can do. Because we're down to 2 minutes anyway. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So we spent too much time. So now more of these guys emerge. Yeah, see, I don't know how many... So then you kind of have to look around to see who's engaging. So if you look over here... This one's engaged with 2 of them. And then you just try and... get that one. You just look to see where they engaged. See, that guy... I'm going to let that guy do the work over there. That's all you really do, is you try and... It says save at least 6 sprite darters. But I don't... There you go. So we did. We've done it. Meet me back by Jerkai above the Grim Totem camp. So I guess they just have to escape. And... See, there's a captured sprite darter. But I guess enough escaped. That even though this one was still being attacked, that you only have to have 6 make it through. So, okay. Which we did, thank goodness. So I was worried. I've succeeded on the first time when I did this as well. So I felt like we could probably do it, but oh, we got another steel lockbox. I'm gonna have to. When I go to a camp, I gotta make some mithril keys, because I got a couple. True silver keys, I mean. Alright, alright. I just gotta plan my timing, so... maybe about, like, 10:30?
Thank Alun, adventurer. You are a great blessing to us and to the darters you saved. Jerkai and I would never have been able to help the dragons ourselves. Your intervention in the Grim Totem's affairs will be remembered. Speak to Jerkai now. I have to prepare for our retribution. Just because the fairy dragons are free, it doesn't mean they will remain so. Jerkai and I will now go on the offensive.
Alright, so we've completed Freedom for All Creatures. Another one bites the dust.
Goddess, watch over you.
And now this one gives us a quest called
As she's already
Doling
told
Justice.
you, Kindle and I will now take the fight to the Grim Totem. Together, we should still be able to pick off some of the Tauren without much threat to ourselves. But we'd love some help if you're willing and able. You've seen the camp below us, but there are more to the east. Using your own tactics, deal as much damage to the Tauren as you can. We can all meet back here after they've felt the sting of Kindal's arrows and your own weapons.
Okay, so Doling Justice here, we are... I guess this is a 2-parter, but this first part here, it is not an escort or anything. They're just like, go out and kill. So we're going to do Doling Justice, the first part. We need to kill 28 different Grim Totem, 12 Naturalists, 10 Raiders, 6 Shaman. No worries, we will do that. I'm going to keep falling in the lake. And this is going to help that Warlock over there, too. Okay. Okay, so the Naturalists are what we need the most of. raider. Now we're getting a naturalist. That is an undead warlock, so they're here for a different reason. I think there's a quest just to kill Grim Totem for the horde. Okay, here's a second naturalist. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Here's a shaman. That's our... We only need 6 of those. A couple of these guys are high enough level that I get some XP out of them. Dang it. That one made me use my hibernation. Okay, so cruising so far. Out of the 28, we are 4. This is our 5th one. Let's see what we've got here. Nothing in that tent. He's making his way down. We'll kind of look around. You can go up. There's a second camp. Okay, since that guy's already killing some of the stuff in this camp, we'll make our way up to the second camp for funsies here. Look at that. Wandering Forest Elemental. Yeah, so there is a second camp up to the north. I don't know what it exists for other than to provide more spaces to kill. I don't think there's any quests tied to it. It's just another Grim Totem camp up here. I actually think it might have more mobs. Maybe there's more horde specific stuff up in this one. I don't know. I'm not doing my full rotation because I'm going to be killing a bunch fast, so I want my mana to last. Boom, got him. Okay, that's 6. Here's another raider. Nice, I like that crit. Like that crit, baby! Okay, so we're a quarter of the way done. We put ourselves deeper into the camp. Nice, I like that. Like that, baby! 8 out of 28. Let's do our second shaman. Dang it, wrong one. I'll go full rotation on this one then since I messed that up. 9. Naturalist in here. Although naturalist is our... They're all about... We're actually... Okay, that's our 10th one. A 3rd shaman. What's that you say? It's actually the raiders that are... Uh-oh. Dang it, you so-and-so. Okay, that should be 11. Just killing these guys like nobody's business. That's a 12th one. Good little heals. Yeah, we need more raiders. That's the one that has fallen behind on us. Nice. That was the 13th one. And here's another shaman. And that's a 14th. So we're halfway done now. Bada bing, bada boom. Got another shaman. Shamans will finish up fast because the numbers are so small, but they don't really appear in that much less numbers, at least not up here. Ooh, a spider belt? That's a tailoring. I can send that actually over to my other dude. Alright, so that was 15. We're gonna get another raider. That's great, guys. Okay, that's 16. Another naturalist. Just plugging away. Now, I do think there's more naturalists to the south. That's 17. And here's another raider. We got a few raiders out here, that's good. Uh-oh, don't run. Come on now. Okay, I think that's 18, right? Yep. Here's another raider. Okay, ignore my janky LUI. I really wish there was an installer. I don't know why there used to be one, and then they just took that away. Now you have to, that's 19, you have to install manually now, which I hate it. I guess I shouldn't do that in the middle of the fight, but... Why are you netting me? Come on. Alright, so that was our 20th kill. Get a little heals going. Yeah, I really love LVY, but I don't understand this. I'm gonna go in this little building. Who's in here? A raider. Just one raider by himself. Okay. Dang it, wrong one. Guess I'll use it for a second. Seal of Righteousness is not that much worse. Okay. 21. We are now 3/4 of the way through killing our Grim Totem. They're not our friends. Killing our Grim Totem enemies, I guess. Just straight up. Enemies. Enemies of the Grim Totem. And mostly what we need are these naturalists. Alright. So we are down to needing 6 more. 6 more kills. 1 raider, 1 shaman, and then the other 4 are the naturalists. There's a raider. We can kill a final raider here. And the goal is to optimize time, so hopefully I do not have to... There we go. We're down to needing 5 kills. The goal would be to hopefully not have to, like, redundantly kill anything extra. Alright, it looks like that part of the camp, but there is a little path up here. The raiders are gone. I don't know that I've ever been up to this little path. Just to show you that it's not quest related. That's a shaman. That's a shaman. That's a raider, which we don't need. That's the goal. Like, we don't... Raider. So there are shamans and raiders up here. Alright, I guess I'm just going to go after my last shaman. Since I don't see any naturalists. So just another campground. Oh, there is a naturalist right there. It's alright, we can find a better spot to kill naturalists without... Okay, so those are done. We're down to just needing 4 naturalists. We're gonna find them. That southern camp had a lot. They're all over the place down there. But sure, that's a potential spot. Oh look, we got a naturalist ready to roll right here. As we get to the final 4. Whoa. Alright, down to 3, and we got another naturalist right chill. Ready to roll. Down to 2 mobs. We just need 2 naturalists. And we need to go to the other camp anyway, because that's where the elves are. So we can probably find our last two out there. Meanwhile, we have gained about 7.5% of our XP needed to get to 56. We're in the final countdown. My mage that I've been doing dry runs with is only 56, so she is... We're pretty much caught up. My horde character's 57. Both of these guys are 55, so it's pretty good. There's a naturalist fighting a spite darter. So you shouldn't have done that, you stinking naturalist. Alright, we just need one more naturalist. And to be all done. There's a dead one. The raider. Shaman. Use the wand, shaman. Alright, so the naturalists, I guess, are basically... They're druids. But they are tank druids, really, because they all just go bear form. Okay, we're done. And then the raiders are like Tauren warriors. Or arms warriors. And then the shaman are Tauren shaman. And they could be whatever. They got chain lightning and heal. That's all they really do, so they don't even use their totems. Alright, here's Baji.
Kindle was right about you, adventurer. You do have a knack for this. You are a more seasoned adventurer than the both of us. And for that, we thank you. The Grim Totem clan is much more hostile than most Tauren. I wonder if their own kind frowns upon their actions. I wouldn't be surprised. As you are probably aware, many races on Azeroth have ties to less kindly counterparts. But that is a discussion for another day.
Now, where are the evil night elves? But yes, I'm more experienced. I'm 55, and she's 36 and 42. So, Doling Justice Part 1, done, baby. Open up to Doling Justice 2.
Out here in the wilderness, Kindle and I have meager means to reward your help, but we don't want you to feel unappreciated. Take my signet ring. If you ever find yourself in the bowels of Teldrassil, go to the Temple of the Moon in the heart of Darnassus. There you will find my high priestess, Tyrande Whisperwind. The ring will let her know that we are well and give credit to your story. We both thank you, adventurer.
Dang it. Okay, so the reason why I'm dang-itting it is because this chain is going to ultimately lead us to Tanaris, and we did not get the Tanaris part yet. So we have some things leading us to Tanaris, and we need to go to Booty Bay. But now I guess, okay, so we're going to march over, we're going to go back to Feathermoon Isle. We're going to have to fly to Darnassus to really get this going. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. But we do have some quests we've never quite completed in the character quest reading, so we do have some of that to do. We'll start that. We're going to have to start looking up where some of our blacksmithing materials will come from, leveling up. Right now, I'm pretty sure what we need is thorium. Like, what can I make that's orange? The Imperial Plate Belt? That's pretty expensive. So, I mean, we'll check more when we're there, and I will keep using... Imperial Plate Belt is, yeah, that's thorium. Ornate Mithril Boots. I guess those are okay. No, maybe heavy Mithril Boots. Yeah, that's not any better. So this Imperial Plate Belt is okay. But it's not great. Dazzling Mithril Rapier. A lot of pieces to it. Big Black Mace. Yeah. Or... No, I'm not doing that. But the Mithril Spurs is still okay. Because I feel you can get like 4 shots at Mithril Spurs. So 4 shots at a level up. And compared to that other recipe, which is yellow. So that's decent. There's also a chance we can learn something in Booty Bay. We already have the... Yeah, we already have Dense. That's already maxed out. Alright, so we're going to go turn in some of this stuff. That will open up a northern part of the map, but I'm not ready to go there yet. We are going to fly to Feralas. Then probably make our way, if it gives us. We do have plenty to do on the other continent still. We have to go to the hinterlands. Oh, we've got to go to Tanaris first. Dang it. Yeah, we have to go to Tanaris. We got to really plan this trip out. I really wouldn't have... Now, we could take a boat from Ruthurin Village. Maybe as far as Menethil. Or it might take us to the wetlands. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out when we get there. My guess is it might be the wetlands. Yeah, I don't remember what the other one is. Well, in the wetlands one, that might take you to Teldrassil, and then the other one would take you down here to Menethil, so we could bounce back and forth there. We have to go to Booty Bay. Yeah, so let's look at what we have here. The High Wilderness. That's going to be turned in right now. Okay, this is Booty Bay. This is going to go get turned in right now. This is going to get turned in right now. This is the one where we have to go to Darnassus. The Borrower, that's Tanaris, and that's going to set up the Hinterlands quest, so we do have to go there first. And this one is... Yeah, that's going to send us over to explore the Sunken Temple or something, probably. So we really need this one to open up so we can go to Tanaris first. It's a shame that we can't go there immediately. I forgot that we were going to have to go all the way up to Darnassus. That's what really slows me down here. I'm like, oh, because Darnassus is so freaking far away to go. It's already rough that we're going to have to fly. I mean, and we can hearth back to Stormwind, and that can allow us to shoot over a little bit. Alright, I guess let's just figure out what we're doing.
I am very grateful you were able to do this for me. Now please don't mention a word to Troyus about this.
Okay, so my guess is that this is going to maybe lead to another piece. The High Wilderness. Okay, so now that one's done. Maybe not. Maybe it will not. Okay, so I guess not. That's just the end of that little line. Cool. Looks like maybe upstairs we have another one. So killing the ogres, that was just a one-off.
Welcome home, adventure. Rashel checked in just a little while ago and told me what happened. No, the entire stronghold can't even begin to thank you for your great deed. Rashel would have been dead without your timely aid, and your assistance came to us without even so much as the whisper of a mercenary's fee. You bear the mark of a true hero. Know that you will always have a friend in Ginro Hearthkindle.
Okay, so that's freed from the Hive. That's for saving his buddy. Cool. I mean, we really are getting a lot of these quests done. That's all done. We do have 2 at the top to do. That's a... I guess we do still have... Those are done. That we have to work on. So we do have a little bit of this. It's really the traveling that's going to slow us down.
Adventurer General Chandra's Feathermoon would like to speak with you personally. No doubt she wants to thank you for your service to the Stronghold. But I do know that she also wants to talk to you about the insect creatures that you and Rashel faced in southern Feralas. The reports of those Zukash insects are frightening, to say the least. General Feathermoon is waiting for you in the main compound.
Alright, that's cool that she wants to give me a hero's welcome and give me a reward, but it'd be nice if she gave me something a paladin could even use. Like, obviously an upgrade would be best, but if we can't give an upgrade, then give me a stinking... Like, it would never even hypothetically be an upgrade, because there's nothing that I can use.
Adventurer, I give you my warmest thanks for the aid you've given us. Your bravery in the face of overwhelming odds has warranted a reward worth 1,000 times greater. Nevertheless, I hope you accept this on behalf of the entire Stronghold. Now, if I may, I'd like to ask for your aid one more time. In light of the discovery of the Zukash Hive here in Feralas, I think you're the best choice for this mission. I am entrusting you with a copy of the report Rashel made on the infestation of southeastern Feralas. While the main report is being filed in Darnassus, I want you to give this copy to an associate of the Protectorate. Her name is Gracina Spiritmight. She is a priestess who dwells in the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus. She has broad knowledge on these kinds of creatures, and her receiving this report would benefit us all. You're dismissed. Good luck, adventurer. May Elune watch over us all.
Alright, so that's cool. So a hero's welcome is done, and at least there's another reason to go to Darnassus now. So we can bust another one out. Now, 2 reasons to go there. I will be... I guess we can... Looking for somebody I can sell and repair to. But we're going to go to Capitals soon, so... I do need to cook. We need to do a few things, but when I go to Stormwind... Because I don't even know that Darnassus has mining. Maybe. I don't need that staff. I don't need the banana bread. I'm going to mail that away. I'll see if I can... Those I'm potentially going to be mailing away. Alright, that's it for now. I need to work on my mining a little bit. There's a few places we can go. I do want to work on cooking some of these things. I have hot smoked bass. I mean, summer bass I can cook. And these glossy mite fish. So, hot smoked bass that requires double hot spices. And that's a soothing spice. Okay. So, I need 8 hot spices. And I need 4 soothing spices. And there's a little campfire right out here. So we can at least clear up a couple inventory. Because we're a little bit behind. I mean, we're a little bit overflowing on our bag space because I need to visit a bank. I could sell that ham steak too. We definitely need some cleanup. Cleanup on Isle Gleecon. Alright. Oh, this undelivered parcel is an actual quest we have to start. The Thalinar delivery. This parcel of goods you found in the Woodpaw Gnoll camps was supposed to be delivered to the small way station of Thalinar in southeastern Feralas. Regardless of the missing courier's fate, the task of delivering the parcel remains unfinished. Examining the parcel in detail reveals a handwritten name of Falfindel Waywarder on the outside of the packaging. Perhaps this is the parcel's ultimate recipient. So that's right here. It's just sending us to the other flight path. That's called Thalinar Delivery. I don't think anything comes out of it. Oh, how did I not even get this? Is that what it's called? Yeah, where's the... I wonder if I forgot to put it on there. Yeah, I do not see it on my list, so now I have to look up Thalinar Delivery and see where it kind of falls on the... It is a 4440. So now we look at some of the other quests that we have. Let's look at supply and demand. Okay, this is a... Not even. There's another quest. Multiple quests. So this is called supply and demand. But obviously there are multiple ones. What the heck? Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe I called it supply and demand. But it should be called Thalinar Delivery. Maybe I like copied it and pasted it the wrong way or something like that. So let's look at the Woodpaw Gnolls. Because that is actually tied right in that order. Yep, that's what I did. So for whatever reason, I called that quest Supply and Demand, but it should be Thalinar Delivery. I don't know why I did that. All right. Now that one, I'm not as worried about hitting up because I don't think it leads to anything else. So when we're flying back from Tanaris to Feathermoon Stronghold, we'll stop at that place. So that I'm not as worried about. All right. So we cannot read this Rashal's report either. We got Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Now I think if we look at Stormwind, we might have yeah, we have to donate Mage Weave still. But I'm pretty sure we're good on everything else. Yeah, Rune Cloth. So we do need to have 60 Mage Weave, 20, 40, 60. But we have plenty of others that we can use. So yeah, we just have more stuff. Oh, I didn't sell these either. Yeah, what is this? That I might have to save. That I have to look at. So my thing is a 210 armor. That's a significant drop. 2 strength, 11 stam. Okay. So this is going to give me like 10 points. So we'll call it like a 28, almost a 29 pointer. This is going to be 5.5. That's pretty darn close. So that's a 7.5. This is like a 28.5er. And this is like a 28. This is actually a slight upgrade for my roll. So while those are cool and it gives me more stam, I'm losing 5 stamina to gain 5 strength. So I'm going from 2 strength, 11 stam. So I am dropping the 5 stam to give. I'm swapping that, and I'm in the process losing 23 points of armor to do that swap. But because I value strength so much higher than stam on this character, that's actually a very, very, very slight upgrade for me. So we're gonna take it. Not gonna mess around with bandages yet. Alright, this must be upstairs where this one is. No. Oh, it's the guy outside. This is the leather Yeti hide quest to turn in, where he'll give us the next stages on that, too. I need to send a couple things to my mage.
Hello,
also.
Greetings, adventurer. If you're looking for leather goods and leather working supplies, you've come to the right semi-retired paladin.
Okay. A stack of 10 thick Yeti hides will net you a choice of one of my crafted items. Because I care about quality, I'm able to ensure you'll get a good item. You can't seem to find the Yetis, I know as some might be. Try looking just inland of the Forgotten Coast around Feralas Scarvein.
Did you stop and examine the texture of these hides? Properly treated, these hides could very well be stronger than iron. Not many people know about these hides, and that in combination with the vast treating solutions I know will allow me to potentially make items with a true mark of quality. Thanks to you, of course. And now, please choose from what I'm able to offer you for your service.
These are fantastic leather, like melee DPS goods. Or even, yeah, like these are really good for Feral, Druid, Rogue. Those are really good for that. By this point in the game, you should already be wearing mail if you're a hunter, but you could consider that as a hunter. Or a shaman, but that's really, those are great Rogue or Feral Druid type quests. But that's mark of quality. Now that is a neutral one, even though that it's delivered in different ways. It's the same quest.
Safe travels.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sell those boots. We don't actually need them. And here he gives us a quest called Improved Quality.
I have a lead on an even better source of hides, if that's even possible to believe. In the northern parts of Feralas, deep within Ragescar Hold, are another throng of Yetis. They're much tougher than the ones you dealt with before, so if you're up for a bigger challenge, you'd best be on your toes. I would reward you handsomely for a stack of 10 of their hides. Bring them to me here, and we'll finish our business.
Alright, and that is improved quality. Same thing, it's technically considered neutral. So it's the pristine or perfect because it's the same basic thing. Alright, so now let me go put those things in the mailbox. I got a couple things for my mage that I want. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of flying because we have to go to Darnassus and then we can plan our life after that. But I would like to send to old Dadgar this frost spell. It might be better than what I have, but in this recipe he can make better use of that. Okay. Alright, now while we are flying, we'll take a look at some of the quests we haven't looked at in a little while. The class quest, I think we're getting very near the end of finishing those.
Fly to?
We go all the way up to Ruttherin Village, and we'll work our life out from there. Improved quality. So now we're starting to be able to move up to the top. We have the Giant Guardian, the Pristine Yeti Hide, and the improved quality. Those are all probably things we'll do next time. So let's see where we're at. We've got that. We are on this traveling run. We should be able to finish this one and this one. So those will be done. Rise of the Silithid, we're gonna turn in right now, as well as this one. And that will give us this orphan looking for a home, sending us back to right around Tanaris. And then a short incubation, newest member of the family. I don't remember exactly where they go. So let's go for a short incubation and see what it's going to send us to so we can plan our life. So we are going to need 2 elixirs of fortitude. So while we are in our capitals, we're going to need that. Okay, because that is just going to send us there. We will need to bring 2 elixirs of fortitude, and then we'll have to go to the hinterlands within an hour. Okay. Good to know. So we're going to have to immediately book it over to the hinterlands. and then he will fight when we're in the hinterlands. He'll give us whatever we need. Okay. So that's good to know. That's included right there. That will be when we come back. While we are in the hinterlands, we can also... Oh, but we are going to need to go to Tanaris first to do some of these, to get that one. Okay. Then they will send us back to Darnassus again. You're just going back and forth to Darnassus. We've done those. Those two we will get while we are up doing the north. And I don't even remember where these come from. Probably up from there. This, I don't remember where this stone circle takes us to. Stone circle. That wants us to go to Ratchet. Yeah, just go to Ratchet and come back. Not a hard quest at all. Okay, so there's just no way we can get around it. We have to fly around back and forth. And we've already done those. Alright, so what we need to do is we'll be right here, and then we're going to need to go to Tanaris after this and get that portion of things done. And that's going to send us up to a couple places. And we'll have an hour. So we might not get that kicked off today. That might be save. Well, we're gonna have to come bring it back, so we might want to save that part until after. Might want to pop over from there to Ratchet, or we might want to, yeah. So I could go to, well, we need to stinking get there. Okay, because that's going to send us to Ratchet. That's also going to send us to the hinterlands. We want to get the two hinterlands things connected. And that will open up a quest for the hinterlands. But then we'll also be on a 1 hour timer to get to the hinterlands. Once we go here, yeah, it's hard for me to... It's going to be hard to plan, because we're going to have to go back to Darnassus one more time also. It's just so annoying. This is so much back and forth. And also the flight path is just so annoying. Alright, so let's plan what we're going to do. We're going to go to this. We'll go turn that in. Then if I take a boat, okay, so let's look at Classic WoW. What are my boat paths? Classic WoW Alliance boat connections. Let's just see what we have here. All right, so boats. Those are the flight points. Neutral ship. There are 3 Alliance ships and 1 neutral ship. 2 are Eastern Kingdoms. So there is Rutthrin Village to Aberdeen. I see. So that's just a straight up. It just takes you to Aberdeen by itself. And Aberdeen can take you back to Rutherford Village, but Aberdeen will take you to Menethil Harbor in the wetlands. Okay. And Menethil Harbor can also run you back and forth to Theramore. And then Booty Bay and Ratchet are connected. So those are our options. Alright, so if I go to Theramore, the problem with the Theramore thing is... Yeah, I don't love that. Okay, because if I go... I'd have to go from here down to Aberdeen. And then from Aberdeen over to the wetlands. And I won't be ready to go to the hinterlands yet. So then I'd have to go down, back over to Theramore. And then from Theramore I could fly down. Or we can hearth over, because I only need to go to Booty Bay the one time. I can hearth to Stormwind, fly down to Booty Bay, take the boat over to Ratchet, and I won't have the Ratchet thing I need yet, but then we can fly from Ratchet down to Tanaris and get some of the things that we need there. But don't quite start the journey yet to Hinterlands. Yeah, basically don't even do the Tanaris. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll do this, then we will Hearthstone to Stormwind, and we will fly down to Booty Bay and turn those over. And then we'll take the boat over from Booty Bay to Ratchet, and then that's where I'll log, but off camera I will fly from Ratchet to Tanaris. And then tomorrow's episode we'll do these couple quests in Tanaris, pick this up, then we will I'm gonna need to go to, I guess, yeah, because I'm gonna need to go to Ratchet again, but we'll do that on the return trip. So then I will hearth over to Stormwind, and we will take a long flight, flying from Stormwind up to the Hinterlands. Complete that quest line, and fly maybe back to Menethil. We're gonna have to get... Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit trickier on the way back, but... The problem is the order that we have to do things, and we're gonna end up going back to Darnassus one more time. It's so annoying. Alright, so those were not good. We need to go into the city. And I would really love to finish this zone, because there's nothing hard about it. I would love to finish this all before we... like, by tomorrow. I'd love to finish all of it tomorrow. And I could try going today. Try to squeeze some more in. We've got to get that timer. Can we do it? Maybe. We might be able to at least do the Hinterlands part. That would take some time off. If we could open up the ability to use a Hearthstone more than once would be cool. I mean, like, I don't mean, like, sure, that would be cool, like, in-game, but I meant, like, if I could time it the right way. It's kind of what I'm trying to do. Alright, what's this? Who's that? Gracina. Yeah, we'll go talk to her first. Gracina Spirit Might, who is the person we're going to tell about the rise of the Silithid.
Hello.
Welcome to this blessed temple, friend. Your arrival here from Feathermoon's stronghold has been foretold to me. Do you have the report Chandra's Feathermoon asked you to bring? How did you know that?
We Night Elves know of the terror outlined in this report. Chandras was wise to send this, and you to me. These creatures will consume Feralas rapidly. They are nothing short of one of the greatest menaces we all will ever face. The insects you and the courier encountered are known as the Silithid. They are mere tools of one of the greatest threats that both the Horde and Alliance will ever face. I pray we will have the resolve to defeat them before they destroy us. Farewell.
And that's it. We don't get, like, anything else. That's just kind of the end of that quest line. Okay, so that was the rise of the Silithid, as she says. Got another one done. We really have accomplished a lot. And we're going to turn out another one. That was not the main one we needed. It's this stupid Doling Justice that's requiring us to go here out of order. So annoying.
Elune, give me strength.
Hello, child. It pleases us to have more powerful adventurers here in the temple. If you have the time, will you share a tale or two with the younger adventurers? I know many of them would benefit from your wisdom. I'm sorry. Look how rude of me. You've come to the temple seeking our aid, and I impose on you. Please forgive me. Tell me what the servants of the light can do for you.
That's an amazing story, adventurer. It pleases us that you've not only helped dragonkind, but also one of our own priestess. Jerkai was right to send you to me. I will make sure she has her ring returned to her. I have scouts heading the direction of Feralas soon. This will be one more thing for them to investigate while on their mission. Thank you again, and please, make yourself at home while you're here.
Alright, so this girdle is... my belt is the only thing I'm still rocking mail. I have this girdle of reprisal, but I would rather have +2 strength, +2 stamp than that little reprisal chance I have from time to time, where there's basically a 1% chance I'm doing about 100 damage. So this is about like a 1 DPS tops. It's not even really that much. So we're going to go ahead and take that better belt. What is that? That's kind of neat too, this purple belt, night scale. Alright, so yeah, I'll just take the more consistent thing. Oh, I freaking forgot. Doling out justice, this orphan looking for a home, now opens back up here. You piece. Alright, well, we're gonna just hearth. Either way, it's gonna be faster for us to hearth. So we have to go back to Feralas anyway. To get that quest. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. First of all, let's go to... Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna progress as much as we can. We're gonna go get the Booty Bay part done. I'm going to the bank because there's some things I can probably put in the bank.
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history
not
of
a single
the whole history.
person ever. I don't think I have any keys. I do need them. We can turn in the mage stuff. Globe of water, sure. We can some of these pearls away. Cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that dark iron ore, but okay, I think I'm gonna keep the rest. Oh, that. I guess I can read this short note too. I don't even know who that's tied to.
See you around.
Alright. Who is the short note tied to? Oh, I guess that's just somebody. Alright, did I check out the Doling Justice? I don't think I did that. We did just complete that one though too. That's so dumb that... So imagine this also. What you have to do, like, you've gotta... You have to travel all the way to... You'd have to think to go back and look at those people again. So, for this quest chain, like, to imagine actually getting this situation is ridiculous. All right, we're gonna fly down to Booty
Where is
Bay.
it you would like to go, lass? For just a few
Down to
coin,
Booty
my
Bay.
goodness,
This is
you
not
get
that
you
far
get
of a
faster
flight.
than even
Okay,
the
so
swiftest horse.
whatever. We're gonna do this one. The reason we're going down here is for the chicken, and I can also use some smelting and stuff to just top off my blacksmithing while we're here. And then we'll hop on this and take us back over to Ratchet. We don't need a lot, and then we'll fly down from Ratchet. It's not the longest flight. We'll fly down to Tanaris. And turn in and pick up all the quests that we need there, because we're not gonna be. It's not gonna be sending us over here to Shimmering Flats. Actually, we don't even need to go down to Tanaris, really, because we still are gonna need to go over there one more time. So we can get on there and fly down back to Feralas. We can fly to the first part right here where we can turn in the Thalinar delivery, and then from there walk to the orphan looking for a home. And that's when we're gonna really have to decide what we want to do. Is this an orphan looking for? Let's see which quest kicks off our timer, because that's when we have to. That's gonna be a breakpoint for us. All right, so that just sends us over to the Shimmering Flats. Here's the short incubation. Oh crud! I forgot to buy the freaking potions. Dag nabbit. I mean, I guess we can check the neutral auction house. And I can also check, like, if people are there. I can see if anyone... Oh my gosh, I forgot that. 2 elixirs of fortitude. I don't think I have any. So... crud. So I can also, like, put it out in chat. Yeah, we'll just look for it. When we get a little closer to Booty Bay, I will put it in the chat to see if anyone has that's in there, because it looks like people are maybe about to. They're asking for Booty Bay summons, so I'm guessing there's a Zandalar buff coming through soon. So yeah. That stinks that I forgot to do that too. So now we have another reason we're not even going to be able to start the incubation period in Tanaris. So we don't need to go to Tanaris, like I said, because of that. He's going to give us that Sprite Darter egg. I don't think we have a timer on this. Yeah, but the short incubation, that one we just need the potions for. So that's fine. We can go back home. That one we can wait. Alright, I think I can act. Okay, I'll check the auction house. Here, the neutral auction house. I'll check it out also. Otherwise, that's gonna just put a whole other damper layer onto our quest. The Potion of Fortitude, Elixir of Fortitude. I also already forgot that. What's it called? An orphan? Something about an orphan. An orphan looking for a home. Dagnabbit. Elixir of Fortitude. Alright, let's turn this quest in at least while we're here.
Greetings. Well, if it isn't adventurer, it's good to see you again.
Okay, so we've already turned the other two in.
Oh, you're the great savior of OOX 22 FE. I cannot even begin to express my thanks for your assistance. My homing robot series needs more development, but your recovery has saved me countless hours of extra rebuilding time, as well as many gold pieces in manufacture costs. Please, take your choice of any of these items I have. Thank you again for your generous assistance, adventurer. My robots and I are in your debt.
That's an amazing shoulder for a DPS. We're just getting a ton of them. Alright, so we did this OOX thing. And the rescue OOX 22 FE, that one's done. Cool.
You've recovered 3 of my OOX homing
We did it.
robots. You've gone above and beyond what you needed to, so I will give you something special for all your help. It is a miniature version of the very same robot that you have come to know and love, the OOX. I normally wouldn't let anyone have such a potentially lethal device, but you've been a real help. Besides, the combat mechanisms and the homing logic on this one have been disabled. Other than that, it's an OOX by golly. Off and away.
Oh, look at this. We're now honored with Booty Bay, so that's good too. So we got this. If you click it, it binds to you, and then you can have your own little mechanical chicken. So we just did an OOX of your own. We have completed that bad boy. We've done all of the OOX chicken quest lines, and that's cool. Alright, I'm going to check the neutral auction house here, just in case. And if not, we are going to be lost and found. Oh, I guess for whatever reason I can buy that back. Maybe that's a special enough Skull of Impending Doom. Let's look and see what that Skull of Impending Doom. Why is that so cool? Comments. So, you take no durability loss if you die from it. Yeah, if it's about to be a wipe. I see. So, I guess whatever, I can buy it back if I want. It's in the lost and found. Okay, so let's look up Elixir of Fortitude. No, I knew there's never anything for sale in the neutral auction house, so that was an exercise in futility.
Yo.
Alright, let's go up to the... I don't really have... I can sell that, I guess. Yeah, I can sell that. Alright, let's go up to the mining guy, and we'll smelt our ore and build a couple things and see if there's anything at 265 we can now have. We can also potentially learn more when we are in Tanaris, but... Yeah, that's a shame. That is a real shame that I forgot the stupid thing. But whatever. There's not a ton I can do about it. We have to remember to do it. What I can do is at least get us back to the chicken and to a point where we would want to have those elixirs. Dang, I just can't believe. I cannot believe that I've done it. Alright, what's this guy?
What's up? You act like this is the best junk I've ever seen.
275 is what
Sure,
he has.
it's okay, but I see stuff this okay every day.
I
Tell
see
you
stuff
what,
this okay.
you find a way to wow me, and I'll
Alright,
teach
let's
you
see what we
things
can
that make
get.
dwarves smile in their
Maybe
sleep.
we can get some points here. I don't know. Build a few more mithril spurs. Don't really need them, but I already have them. I'm really torn because we could also fly right back up. Why else do we have to go to Darnassus? Just painful. Okay, get lucky here. Get a point. We just need 10 points to get his next. We did not get lucky with a point on that one. Oh, I need to make the true silver skeleton keys too. That makes 2 of them, so that's good. Thanks. I mean, well, here, I guess while that's building, let's look at classic blacksmith leveling too. See what we got, because we're at 265. Yeah, so it says just keep making them until you get to 270. So even though they're green, I guess there's nothing better. Makes sense. We've made 2 and we haven't leveled up. So they say just keep on making them till you get to 270. And thorium bracers, thorium belt, or radiant belt. Do I have thorium belt? I have imperial plate belt. Oh, we got a point. Heck yeah. Okay. Heavy mithril boots. So I'm pretty sure that will only take us to 265, which we're already at. Yeah, the imperial plate belt, we automatically have that. So they're saying if you can't get any of the other things, you can always do this. It's just a little bit more painful. Okay, once we get to 270, which there you go, we're at 267, so that's great. We've got 2 points. At 270, you can get imperial plate bracers, which requires 20 thorium bars. That's what we need the bars for. Not for this, but for turning in these quests. And that's going to get us to the end of the boots, and then we're just going to keep doing imperial plate quests until we get them all. That's what we're doing. Gotcha. Alright, so we did get 3 points. That is awesome. I just want to create 1 of them. We need more solid grinding stones too. And then we're going to use the... We are going to use...
How are you?
Sell these. Not a lot, but... Okay. Oh, I also forgot to turn in
That's a good one.
the cloth in Stormwind. So we have multiple reasons we have to go back to Stormwind. Alright, but now we can use this to unlock our 2 lock boxes. Good. Ooh. Oh, it's just a defending plate helmet. Lame. Not even close to as good as what we have. This escape bracers, they're cloth.
Looking for something
Meh.
specific?
And I don't really need this silk. Okay, these things we need. That I'll still work on that after.
Safe travel.
Alright, so what the stink can we do here? Alright, we need to go back to Stormwind for a couple reasons. We need those eggs. Need to travel here and there. So there's really just not a lot. I guess I can just fly back and we'll just pick up where we're going to left off. Because what will happen though, at least if we fly back there, I can do what we need and then fly down here on the next episode. And then we can take our boat over. We'll be in Ratchet. Fly from Ratchet down here, turn this in. Get that stuff. Fly over here. To land and turn that in and go back and get the next quest. Looking for a home. Then I can hearth from there back to Stormwind yet again. Oh no, we won't hearth from there. We will fly back over to Tanaris. Yeah. So we really need to go to Feralas is what we need to do. We need to skip it all and go to Feralas. We don't even need to go to Tanaris the first time. Alright, I'm going to go, and we'll just fly back to Stormwind. The reason why is it will preserve our use of our Hearthstone in the next episode, so we'll have it to help us travel quickly to the hinterlands when we get on that 1 hour timer. We'll use that as a sort of a hop, skip, and a jump over. It'll help us. Alrighty, so we might have a long episode tomorrow because we're going to try to get it all done, but had a lot of solid work put in today. We still did a lot, and we have another episode in the pipe 5x5.